Hello, welcome to today's audio log. Time is 7:47 p.m. on the 9th of May 2024. And I have had a long day, so let me talk you through it. Well, I woke up this morning even earlier than my alarm was supposed to go off. I set my alarm for around 8 o'clock, and I ended up waking up at around 7:30 instead. I guess I was anxious about the meeting that I had today, which is why I set an alarm in the first place. I wanted to make sure I was awake for it, and it happened. The meeting took place, and I would say it went well, although unfortunately there was some kind of technical issue because despite turning up the volume as high as it would go on my device, I could barely hear the person I was talking to. They were so incredibly quiet, and I had to ask them to repeat some of the questions that they asked me because I did not hear it the first time. But besides that, I think it went pretty well. It was pretty much as I expected. I'm not going to go into the details because it's not really that important. The whole purpose of the meeting was to basically get a professional's opinion on whether or not I have some form of ADHD or autism, or if I'm on that spectrum at all. And so once the meeting finished, they told me some stuff about the next one, and I was only made aware of a second meeting today. But they told me that it's to make sure that I get a second opinion, and the person who I spoke to today wasn't biased in any way when it came to actually diagnosing me. So I guess I just have to wait for the next one to happen. But like I said, it was fine. I found myself once it had finished, just like a big weight off my shoulders, because I was pretty anxious about this. It was a video call, so I had to look at them the whole time, and they had to look at me, and I don't like doing that. Phone calls are bad enough for me. A video call is even worse. And before today, there have only been, well, I guess there's only been one other person that I've ever video called, and it was a girl that I spoke to in high school, like 8 years ago. So, yeah, I'm not a fan, but it's over now. Well, at least this one's over, and it went well enough, I guess. But that's not the only thing that happened today. We were also expecting some people to come around to our house today to replace some of the fence panels in our garden. And we knew, well, they said they were going to arrive at 11 a.m., but they didn't show up until like 12 or like maybe I think it might have been closer to 12:30. So they were over an hour late, which by my standards is unacceptable, especially if we're paying for a service. But I'm not the one who paid for it, so I guess I can't really complain. But yeah, they said they would arrive around 11, and they didn't. But when they did arrive, we obviously had to shut Luna inside and keep her there until they were done. Which I was fine with, because I knew that was going to happen anyway, but annoyingly, when these people had finished what they were doing, they didn't say anything, they just left, and they also didn't leave straight away either. They got back in their truck, and they just took a break in their truck, right in front of our driveway, so we couldn't leave, even if we wanted to. I mean, we didn't want to, but if we had wanted to, then, you know, it would have been annoying to get past them. But yeah, they just left without saying a word, and I don't know. I mean, I don't expect like a conversation. They came here to do a job, and they did it, and they left. But I think they should at least notify us when, you know, they're done, so that we could, you know, go back to normal. Poor Luna was trapped inside. Well, not trapped, but she was kept inside for much longer than she needed to be, because we weren't aware if they were still here or not. So that was a little bit annoying. And by the time they had like properly gone, Luna was fast asleep. So yeah, but actually, in addition to that, they did not do the entire job that they were paid to do. We have quite a large garden, and we kind of split it in two. So we've got like a top garden and a bottom garden, and we wanted fence panels replaced on both, like the bottom and top. They did the bottom garden, but they completely ignored the top garden. And so yeah, including everything else, I feel like they did a pretty poor job today. But they're gone, and whatever, it's fine. After that happened, my afternoon was pretty clear. Didn't do much. Just watched some YouTube videos, and then I joined my mum on the dog walk earlier. Took Luna out to the park. She had a great time, as always. And yeah, then we came home, and that's pretty much it. It's pretty much been my day. So it's felt like a long day, but only because of certain things that have happened that were out of the ordinary and maybe a little bit uncomfortable. But yeah, it's been a good day, I'd say. I have no other plans for the rest of the week, so it looks clear from here on out. And my plans for this evening, well, I don't know. I don't know what I'll do, but yeah, I guess that's it for today. I will be back tomorrow for the next one. So thanks for listening, and I'll catch you next time. Good night.